Good morning.
I am Gennaro Contaldo.
And I am Antonio Carluccio.
And today is our turn to host Saturday Kitchen
Live.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
We have got some very tasty recipes lined up for you.
We have two very talented young chefs to cook with us, Anna Jones and Joe Hurd.
Morning.
Morning. So Anna, I know you very well. I know for your wonderful food.
Oh, thanks, Gennaro. I'm very excited to be here cooking with you guys. I'm going to be making some delicious lime and chipotle black bean tacos today. They're a gorgeous brunch dish, kind of inspired by my time in Central America. A riot of colour and flavour and a really lovely chili sauce. So it's going to be great.
And Joe, what's your speciality of his food today? Is Italian food just like us?
Well, I kind of learned vicariously through you two and through Jamie as well. And I'm doing one of my favourite dishes. I'm doing pasta fazool, and I'm doing it with a little bit of a southern Italian twist. We're going to put some andouille into that and making fresh cavatello. Well, Gennaro's making fresh cavatello.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And it's one of my favourite dishes, and I hope you're all going to love it.
Very, very good. And of course, we have the usual great mix of recipes from the BBC archive.
Now, our special guest today is a great friend. In fact, he's going to say has been my greatest friend for many years. Welcome to the Saturday Kitchen, the only and the one, Jamie Oliver!
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh gosh, I am.
I've got the two dons here.
Oh, bless you.
Ages,
I
haven't
love
seen.
you, and done. Oh my God.
I don't know if the viewers know, but basically, Gennaro and Antonio were my first bosses in London 24 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was such a beautiful time. The Neil Street restaurant,
In the kitchen
most
downstairs.
unbelievable place for mushrooms and pasta. And I used to come to work, and Antonio would be hanging out the door, looking like a film star with a big old cigar in his
Didn't you
mouth.
used to smoke cigars?
Yeah,
Let's have a look.
Maybe a little Vecchio Romano as well.
Vecchio Romano as well.
Do you know that we introduced wild garlic and all sorts of things?
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie, what is up to you at the moment? You know, just I know I see you every day, I talk to you every day, but tell a little bit about what actually you do at the moment.
Well, right at the moment, we're about to kick off May 20th on Food Revolution Day, and we're going to launch a Food Revolution hub, which is like a kind of food global news kind of hub. So, you know, it's really exciting. I'll tell you a little bit more about it later.
Yeah,
but we're going to kick it off today on Saturday Kitchen. So
Wow,
thank you
Food
for having me.
Revolution,
No.
my God, I can't win vain.
Now, of course, at the end of today's program, we'll cook either food heaven or food hell for Jamie.
So, what's your idea of food heaven? Chili. What is
Chili.
it?
Well, it's chili. Look, basically, anything. I love anything with chili. Yeah. I think it's an amazing ingredient, absolutely gorgeous. And my idea of hell is chicken's feet. So, Britain, don't turn your back on me. Don't choose chicken feet. I hate it. If you want to see it go pear-shaped today on the
Don't
show,
worry, don't
chicken
worry.
feet. But
Don't worry,
who's cooking what? Who's cooking what?
Oh, well,
I am
we'll see.
cooking food heaven,
Yes.
and we have got one of my favorite recipes in mind.
Okay.
Chili with delicious Sicilian prawns.
Oh, I love those.
I had plenty of Italian olive oil to a pan, then put in those wonderful imperial prawns, you know, those that wonderful color from Sicily. Then I add the chili, some garlic, and lemon juice.
Yes.
And I serve it
That's
in
what
a
I want.
simple
That's a
green
nice
bean salad.
Saturday for Jamie Oliver. That's nice.
Yeah.
Now let's go on to yours now, because this is the idea of hell.
Okay.
Don't do it.
And if you get food hell, I'm going to make a zampetta di pollo. The chicken feet are braised for about 35 minutes in celery, carrots, and onions, and added garlic, a lot of chili, a splash of white wine, extra cumin, parsley, little water, a small sweet cherry tomato. They are served with a lovely spaghetti. But tell me, what can be better than that?
What do you mean? What can be
I
better
know,
than
I'm
that?
cooking it.
Look, I keep chickens. I know how chickens live. I see what they walk on. I don't want to put that in my mouth.
You need to taste it. You need to taste
Oh,
it.
You have to wait until the end of
Well,
the
Britain will
show
decide, right?
to find out which one he gets.
So if you do ask any question today, then call 033-0123-1410. That is 033-0123-1410. And then you will get to choose heaven and hell for Jamie too.
You can send us questions through social media using our hashtag Saturday Kitchen. But if you are watching us on Catch Up, then please don't call, as we are definitely not here anymore.
Oh, gosh, all right. Right, Joe. Cooking first? Yeah, here we go. Oh, bless you,
It's
John.
good to see you again, Gennaro.
Oh, nice. You lost a little bit of weight, but you look fantastic.
Well, I'm trying to look like you. I'm trying to look more svelte and like cool like you, Gennaro.
Like me, my gosh. Yeah, what?
Right.
Right, what can I do for you now? Tell me.
Right, today we're going to make one of my favourite dishes. It's pasta fazool, or if we're being pure, Antonio,
You
pasta
love a pasta fagioli.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by making a little battuto, and if you could sort out the pasta, please, Gennaro.
Shall I do the pasta?
Yeah. So we're going to start. I'm going to use, because my family originally from Hull and Calabria, I'm going to put some andouille into the pan. Because I was reading recently, I was kind of like getting into my health and fitness a bit, and this sounds counter advice here, but when I was doing all this kind of research into how Italians used to eat years ago, because I just remember my grandparents were really like fit and healthy, they used to put lard in their pasta sauce, you know, the tomato sauce, sugo finto they called it.
Sugo finto, false sauce.
Yeah, it's false sauce.
It's good.
And I started to make it recently at home, just having the pasta and the lardo, and it's amazing. So I substituted it for a bit of andouille because I think it gives it that kind of spice. It's calabrese.
Tell me what this andouille is.
Andouille is it's a very soft, spreadable salami from southern Italy.
Yeah, 3 different varieties of a meat.
Yeah, there's
belly and pork, I believe.
Yeah, there's a back flare. There's I think there's also the belly sometimes in there, and then of course what Calabria is really famous for: lots and lots of spicy pepperoncino, lots of chilli, and it's really, really tasty. It's a great way to pep up the dish. Now, it's pasta fazool, so obviously at some point there's a little bit of pasta coming in. And what you're making, Gennaro, for us, a bit of cavatelli.
Cavatelli. Do you know what? I think you made some early on. If you put them inside the water, because it does take a little longer to cook cavatelli.
It does take a bit long. And what I'm doing is, because Anna's vegetarian, we've got a vegetarian stock and we've got a meat stock.
Are you vegetarian?
Yeah.
Well, since when?
Since when?
Yes, 8 years.
Really? I remember putting pork
It's a big
in them.
revelation now, isn't it? Didn't you know that, Jamie?
Well, I knew her cookbooks were vegetarian, but we used to love pork.
She told me yesterday. I feel like I'm one thing in food I have a head on Jamie Oliver's, I know, but Anna's a vegetarian. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a very simple sofrito. I've just got a carrot. Gennaro, let's talk a little bit about the cavatelli, because it's a wonderful little pasta, isn't it?
It is indeed. The word cavatelli, Antonio, if I believe, cavare, give them a little hole when you make it. The one you done with eggs. Originally in Puglia, they just used durum with the semolina, a little flour and just water, but they're so good. I just come back from a tour in Italy, and that was in Bari, which Jamie, you've been there. You remember that granny mama used to make all the pasta?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your story, making cavatelli with
it's quite interesting.
Francesco.
Yeah, because a few years ago, when I came to London, I decided I'd go and work with Francesco Mazze at L'Anima. And I thought, you know, when I went along there, I thought I was just going to do a little article about working the night in the kitchen. And I actually ended up working there for 2 long years. It was brilliant fun. And Francesco said to me the first day, because most of the time I was just there grating Parmesan, doing the odd peppers. And one day he said, Joe, I want you to go and make some pasta. We're going to do a cavatelli. And yeah, I used to make cavatelli when I was at home, when I was a kid. And I went and said to him, how much do we need, Francesco? He was like, just enough for 140 people. So if you think it's taken us about 8 or 9 minutes to make enough for 4, I was there all day, like, you know, with my thumbs. By the end of it, they were like bright red.
You know what? When I was in Italy and you'd see the nonnas and the little kids, the 5-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, they would never really do it in the kitchen so much. It would be outside on a table and they would just talk and have a coffee and yap, and the kids would be playing football, and it was kind of... When you think of it as a job, it feels...
It's a social
It is, and that's the thing. When I was a kid, like, you know, growing up in Hull, we used to all sit about, like, Grandma's big mat on the floor, and we'd all get the flour and the eggs, and someone would be doing, like, rolling the pasta, someone would be mixing the flour, and it was like a little production, like maybe child slave labour, I don't know. But...
I saw a lady, you took me for how many hours to make... How many hours to make all those cavatelli?
All them cavatelli took me 9 hours.
9 hours.
I remember going to bed and thinking I'd probably have to head back home for that. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. I worked in a toilet factory in Hull before, and it was much worse.
So I saw a lady, Jamie, in Bari, make 100 cavatelli in 1 minute. So
she puts me to shame.
Look, wow. This is serious. Like she was 96 years old.
What a factory.
So, okay, so you can see what it is. You just cut them just a little round or stripe. Then you press with your knife on top, just close around it, and this is cavatelli, the word cavare, look, which all the souls get on top, or perhaps you get with a finger, You do this.
They
it's
do
same.
it with fingers as well.
Do you know what
do it with the
cavatelli
fingers,
means? Gennaro, what's cavatelli mean?
It's cavare, which catch the lovely sauce inside there. What shall I do for more, Joe?
Right, you've sorted out the cavatelli.
Yeah, I
I'm
sorted
going to
it
put
out.
the beans in. I've done a little bit of concentrated stock.
Joe,
Yep.
the world wants to know, what does cavatelli mean?
Cavatelli, it means little hollows. Okay, so imagine like it's a bit like a cannoli or a hot dog without the hot dog in it.
Okay,
So
let's do this. Okay, cavatelli. Okay.
We're gonna do it together.
Cavare. Okay. So you get one of these, and then you press a finger. This is what cavare means. Little hollow. Look.
it brings back nightmares just doing that, to be honest.
A little hollow.
Hollow.
Little hollow.
Well,
just
whatever.
checking.
Anyway, that's good.
Right, I've got to say at this point,
Okay.
I grew up in a big, like, Italian English family, and in about 1998, you know, if you grow up in an Italian family, food's kind of just something you do, it's not cool. And in 1998, all of a sudden, my little granddad was going around Hull on his moped with pockets full of parsley, and he had, you know, he had like his helmet full of onions, and he was always going looking for passata, and I thought that was really lame. Other people's grandparents went to like Tenerife and drove a Rover 450. And then all of a sudden, you came onto TV, Jamie, on your Vespa, driving around with a pocket full of parsley, and everyone was like, Grandpa's really
granddad,
cool.
we had it down, mate.
You must have been watching him from afar. Right, so what I've done is I've put the beans in.
Look at that.
Antonio, can you tell the people at home what to do when they want to call us?
I'd like to put a question to any of us today, then call us now on 0330 123 1410. That's 0330 123 1410. Calls are charged. Sorry.
Right.
Are charged.
Right, so
at
where
your
we're at, what we've done-
standard network rate.
While we've had that little link from Gennaro, all I did was I just put the beans in. The beans, obviously, it's pasta and beans, pretty central to the dish. And we're just going to add a bit of that stock just to give it a bit of liquid. OK, so in brilliant fashion, we have actually prepared one earlier.
Yeah.
So this one's been cooking for about 20, 25 minutes. And what you can do, Antonio did point out to me a little bit earlier, you can actually blitz half the beans. You get this really wonderful, like, texture. So it almost goes like a bit more creamy. Yeah, it's a bit silky, a bit creamy.
Cream.
And we're just going to plate that up. Now, traditionally, could you put a few of those in there for me, Gennaro? I keep wanting to call him Big Boy because I'm with you, Jamie, and it's like, that's your word for him, not mine.
That's what it means, Carl.
So we're just going to introduce this to the sauce. You always bring the pasta to the sauce, don't you, Gennaro?
Yes,
so,
I always do that.
So we're just
I
going to
love
give
it.
that a little
That's
mix.
enough.
There we go. And
This is exciting, look. Can we put our napkins on?
we had a wonderful conversation yesterday, didn't we, Antonio, about
Yeah, watch your mics.
the amount of kind of different variations of recipes there are of this. And you can pretty much put anything you want in it. But one thing which is essential is you don't need to put cheese on the top. You have a little, what they say in Italian, benedette of olive oil. Just a little kind of kiss of it.
Shall I?
Yes, please, sir. Thank you very much. We've got
Is that
some...
from the Benedictine monks? Is that the
Blessing,
kind of anointing?
blessing.
That's so
Blessing.
nice, isn't it?
It's a religious thing, isn't it? Slightly. And, of course, we forgot the basil. So
Put the basil.
basil is like, you know, it's the royal herb, and this is the food of the poor. So it's cucina povera crowned with a little basilica.
Do you know, I got a monk drunk once in Italy, and then I lost him.
A what?
I got a monk drunk in Italy once. It's Vincent, and then I lost him.
Not many people can
7
claim
hours,
that.
the police found him.
Name of the dish, John.
Pasta fazool with andouille and torpeddino tomatoes.
amazing.
And pasta fazool without andouille and with some torpeddino tomatoes coming on.
Wonderful. This is so good. Right.
Right.
So,
Yummy.
I give it this
Let's
one to
taste.
Anna because
taste.
she's a vegetarian.
Oh, thank you very much for looking after me, Joe.
No, quite. Well, my mum's vegetarian.
Oh, thank
There
you.
you
go. Yeah.
Got my own plate.
This is.
So which,
I love
is
it.
this style more of your family?
Yeah, this is the kind of food we'd eat throughout the week. You know, we'd have a lot of soups, a lot of kind of broths and like stews and stuff like that. And this was always the one we kind of looked forward to.
How nice.
And I think just with the torpeddino tomatoes, it just sets it off and gives it a slight acidity to it, which...
And the pasta's cooked all right now, Antonio?
No.
Fantastic.
Delicious.
No, he always complains. Anyway, our lovely expert Susan Berry has been in Salisbury this week, and I am happy she chose something Italian. Let's find out. It's so good. Joe, what do you think?
It's like a good Italian footballer, smooth, reliable and elegant. Andrea Pirlo in a glass
Love
there.
it.
You know that the Barbera is from the Piedmont.
Yeah, well...
But it suits very well to the sort of Calabrese stuff.
That is good.
It just lends itself. It's quite deep, quite fiery.
It's
But
good.
usually there are sort of local wine in Calabria that are very good, but it
That's
fits
good.
very well.
So again, that's Susie. She done them again. Thank you, Susie.
Yeah, what a great
So
match.
it is Anna. So Anna, it is your turn next. What are you making?
I'm going to make some lovely brunch chipotle and black bean tacos.
It's all about the beans today.
All about the beans. We've got loads of beans, which I love.
Well, we love beans
Yeah.
anyway.
Glad I'm single at this point. Because of beans.
You know the story of...
Antonio, what number can people at home ring to ask the question?
I'm polite. Just call 0330-123-1410. That's 0330-123-1410. Or you can tweet us using the hashtag Saturday Kitchen. Thank you, Rick. I like the recipe. It's very moff-moff. Minimum of fuss, maximum of flavor. I'm going to cook one of my favorite chicken dishes next. It's stuffed chicken legs with spinach. And whilst I cook it, Gennaro is going to attempt to interview Jamie.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yes. Well, I know you already look like this. I'm tempted to interview you. You're always the one which you... Oh, God. Anyway.
Well, we've all been working and living with each other for so long, isn't it?
Yes, every day. Papa, don't cut your finger, please, because I don't want to run.
Mind your business, my goodness.
Okay. No, so tell me a little bit
Interview.
about... Yes, tell me a little bit about this Food Revolution Day. What is
Okay.
about?
So-
People wanted to know.
Yeah,
so-
well, I mean, I think the audience that watch this show are already in love with food. They're already in the revolution. And I think, like, you know, we read our papers, we look after our families, but from the experiences that I've had over the last 20 years, and I guess really from School Dinners campaign 11 years ago, when you just step back and back and back, you sort of see that we've got a broken food chain. And now, particularly, is an amazing moment where, because of social media, the public, the parents, the kids, can start sharing their voice and changing the way that governments and businesses kind of do their business. So Food Revolution Day, for the last 5 years, we started it on 5 laptops, no budget. Last year we had 1.6 billion interactions on social media.
Did you remember that bus? I was on top of the bus with the flag.
We had loads of activities. We had 10,000 events in 130 countries around the world. And we took a petition for it to be a human right for kids to get food education at school. And every country in the world signed a petition. So that was amazing, but I just felt as if it was a day. And the next day, it all went quiet and nothing happened. So this year, and kicking off today, a little bit later on, with the Omelette Challenge, what we want to do is get people to sign up to the Food Revolution Hub. And basically, it's going to be Food Revolution Day every day. What does that mean? It means that we're going to have, like, be able to just give you little bits of exciting and interesting information about stuff happening locally and around the world to you. But more importantly, you're going to be able to interact with it and make your voice heard. So I think it's about community, really.
It's community. How many countries last year that got involved? I remember there was almost everywhere.
Well, every single country on the planet. I remember there was a couple of wars going on, so we weren't sure if a couple of countries were 1 or 2 countries, but every country signed a petition last year.
Listen, between making children and... where do you find the time?
A little bit more.
Well, I'm very efficient at making children, so that's very time.
By the way, yes, we got this way. How long we got now before the new ones come in?
Jules is nearly 7 months pregnant with number 5, and I think that'll be it. But she'll be, thank you.
Hello, Juliet, we love you.
Yeah, I think that's more of a round of applause. I can't believe he could do that.
So now, let me explain a little bit here for the benefit of
tell me what you want
the
inside.
viewer. So I boned a piece of chicken, which is the leg and the thigh,
chicken,
leaving the skin outside and the meat inside. Then I put a little bit of mortadella, which is wonderful. Yes.
Sorry, Antonio, it's the stuffing you're doing. It's actually quite versatile, isn't it? With the mortadella, it's quite classic. You could do with the ravioli if you put some ricotta through it. Or,
Then we put 1 egg. and a little bit of salt. Where's the salt here?
Salt there, put right on the front of you.
If you want me to do anything, boys, I'm happy just chilling out. It's nice.
Well, you've got to put him to work. It's the old Main Street gang back together.
Salt a la Jamie.
Yes, nice. To taste, of course.
And now we mix everything.
You like a bit of cherry?
And this is the filling. That's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
One of my favourite TV cooking moments ever was watching The Greedy Italians.
Oh, yeah.
When Antonio was cooking on the boat and Gennaro caught those octopus. And when I said, he put the octopus down his pants and then he came back on the boat and pulled them out and threw them on the floor and said, go on, cook that.
Very
and
painful.
that was my favourite BBC cooking moment ever.
You're not really sure who was more shocked, the octopus or Gennaro, Antonio.
Well, what a way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you seal it like this. You put the stuffing in it.
You roll it.
And you put one slice of bacon or pancetta.
You tied that up very well, Gennaro. I mean,
Yes, indeed. It's holding, actually. It's holding ever so well.
That concept of stuffing meat and stretching it and taking it further, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And flavouring it, it's a lovely thing to do, whether it's a lamb shoulder or a chicken leg like that.
It's so simple to do because you don't have to actually be an expert. Just tie that with a pancetta or bacon around.
Gennaro, I wash my hands.
You washed your hands?
Yeah,
That's good.
sanitise.
That's good, just in case.
We've got clean boards as well, so we don't want anyone complaining.
That is going to be sealing a little bit inside. Yeah, let me wash my hands, Anton.
Do you want me to turn the gas up, Gennaro?
Yeah, a little bit.
You're on a low heat there, brother.
Antonio,
There you go.
is there a particular region? Because obviously in Italy, everything is cucina tipica. It's all typical to the region.
This is my recipe.
This is Antonio.
I done it. It's the first recipe that I've done for Carluccio because it should have been cheap, versatile. Because you will see, and we cut in slices. You can eat it like this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. I just got
It looks fantastic.
And are you from Piedmont?
So that was about 30 minutes in the oven.
Don't touch it, get burnt.
Don't worry, I don't touch it. So, and this is the stuffing, everything is in it.
Nice. How long did you cook those for?
30
About
minutes.
30 minutes. So it's not the super, oops.
Oh, yeah, I told you I needed to come along.
I love it.
You tell
I
me.
love watching these two
I
cook.
told you.
It's hilarious.
Just stand there,
can't
stand
wait.
there, stand there.
Thank God I have an angel.
This is exactly how I imagined this show would be. I'm so happy right now.
It's all going to go pear-shaped. I love it.
Gennaro, I
Okay.
am ready with my
Oh,
spinach.
yeah, you cooked the spinach. Well done. Antonio.
Do you know, if I wouldn't know you, mother, do you know what I would say?
Yes.
I can't say it because
No, you don't.
I know you, mother.
Okay. So, which way shall I cut it? Shall we see?
Cut it as you like it, Gennaro.
Okay, so
Let's see.
can you smell it, Jen? It's really
It
good.
does smell very nice.
There was a dish like this in
Oh, you
the...
not to get burnt. Let me just put
That's a
this
hot
one
pan.
on top here.
Don't burn
That
yourself.
was very clever of you to put it here.
I think he did it on purpose, Antonio.
Yeah, I know.
Antonio, there was a dish in the 60s in the trattorias, pollo soppressa, which
Yes.
is quite popular. It's a bit
Yeah,
similar,
yeah.
isn't it?
A little bit like this, yes. Now, this is the wilted spinach
It is a nice
with a
thing to
little
do.
garlic
Really
and
nice
chili.
one.
And you can get your butcher to bone the chicken for you if you're worried about
Eventually,
doing it.
yes, if you are not
He'll
able
do
to
it.
do it by yourself.
And if he won't do it for you, then you give him a
Yeah.
little slap. But,
There you are.
beautiful.
There we are. Very simple
Spinach, garlic,
and very
rolled
cheap,
tender chicken. Gorgeous.
but
Wow.
very tasty.
Oh, yeah.
Can you name the dish, Antonio?
Yeah, the stuffed chicken legs, Gennaro.
I'll put it right front.
That's for you.
Is it for me? Bless
Back
you.
into it to go. Can you name again, just in case Jenny didn't hear it
Right,
properly?
I'm going to go for this bit in the middle, see what's going on. Oh, look at that. Look at the stuff
it's
in
well
there.
cooked, yes, yes.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So let's have a bit of spinach,
Yeah.
a little bit of chick.
Good.
Tender, nice. And you know, this is fantastic. Yes.
So juicy.
So juicy. It is.
It is fantastic for picnic as well.
Have it cold.
Yes.
Wonderful.
It's nice. It's wonderful.
Really, really nice.
So, we'll be making for Jamie at the end of the show.
Will he get his food, heaven, chili, and my spicy Sicilian prawns? The prawns are cooked in plenty of olive oil.
This is what we want.
Then I'll add lots of chili, garlic, and a squeeze of lemon juice. They are served with a green bean and mint salad on the side.
All will be Fudel, chicken feet with spaghetti zampetta di pollo.
Please,
the feet are cooked slow with celery, carrots, and onions, added garlic and chili, splash over the white one, sweet cherry tomato, next a little bit of water, parsley, and then tossed up with your lovely spaghetti. You will love it. Believe me, you always love what I'm cooking.
I do, but I just think chicken feet might be the end. You know, it might be
you have to taste my chicken feet because they're really good.
It's usually down to our chefs and a few of our viewers to decide, and you can see the result at the end of the show.
Prawns, yeah, easy, nice.
So, right.
Sai and Dave will be having a go at hosting Saturday Kitchen Live in a couple of weeks' time.
They're very hairy bike, don't you think so, Antonio?
They are.
They are, you know.
I didn't see them.
Well, I think they've grown up a little bit on you. You leather jackets, you need it. Still to come this morning, James Martin has more his own comfort.
I miss him.
He's making tartiflette, which is a French dish of a potato, bacon, plenty of melting cheese. That is your kind of recipe, don't you think so, Antonio?
Yes,
yes.
We have changed the rules of the omelette challenge today. But Joe and Anna better be good because Jamie will be trying them. And nothing gets pasta is expert.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Expert. Wow.
And will Jamie be facing food heaven and chili with a beautiful Sicilian prawns?
Please.
All will be Fudel, my chicken feet, zampetta di pollo with the spaghetti. No. You can see what they get at the end of the show. It's very good. Right. Right, you stay there, Antonio. Don't move. Please don't don't move. I'm going to cook with a lovely Anna Jones. She's my lovely girl. Anna. Jamie, you said to me something. Tell him, Anna, where's the hat?
Oh, yeah.
Where's your hat? Because
where's my hat? Well, when I worked in 15, because I was one of the apprentices at 15, Jamie used to have a camera in his kitchen back in his house in Essex, a security camera, and he could see what was going on in the kitchen, and I hated wearing my chef's hat.
And I'd phone up and I'd see her answer the phone on the camera and I'd go, all right, chef, how you doing? You go, yes, chef. I said, put your hat on. And you go, how do you know?
Put your hat on, hang up.
I said, I'm watching you on the camera.
like Jamie Oliver, Big Brother.
I remember when she was so small. Look at that. Put your hand on my shoulder. Look at that. Look how tall she become. And you go lovely.
You just shrunk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's all right.
So we're going to get cooking. We are cooking.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
We're doing some brunch tacos. So if you can start off for me with some lovely Mexican flavours, I'd love you to make a little guacamole out of that, just some lime, chili, and then a little salsa there with the coriander, the tomatoes, and the red chili. And then if you can fry me a few eggs in a minute when you've done that, that would be amazing.
Let me just pull this one.
I reckon, I think you're the one that's made avocados go mad in this country. You know they sell more avocados than oranges now.
Really?
Yeah, it's your fault.
Well, that's a good thing. I love an orange, but yeah, I'm a big fan of an avocado. So if I've anything to do with that, then I'm very happy.
You're probably solely responsible for like the hipster food revolution.
I love avocados anyway. It's good. It's very healthy.
Yeah, lovely healthy fats. So we're starting off with a really quick chilli sauce here. Gennaro, we're just doing some onions, some carrots, and just going to let those brown down a bit, and then I'm going to add a few other bits and some spices. Just do a quick homemade chilli sauce. You could just use a bottle at home if you wanted to, but I'm just going to show you how to do this today. And then the other thing we're going to do is get the black beans going. The black beans are kind of the base of these lovely brunch tacos. I'm going to do a fried egg as well. And I love cooking with black beans. I'm vegetarian, and so kind of all the food I cook, you know, I have to kind of think about the kind of protein and how the food's going to fill us up. And black beans are just one of my favourite ways.
We all love them.
They're a bit of a superfood.
They are, yeah, they are.
They're the highest in protein, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really high in protein.
And are the same black beans as the Chinese?
Yeah, exactly, yeah, the same black beans.
And they've got... in China, Antonio, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you'd been in China.
Yes.
So we're just starting off the base of those black beans, a little bit of garlic in there. We don't want it to go too dark. We just want, you know, the flavour to release into the oil. And then we're going to go in with some cumin, ground cumin and a bit of cinnamon. That's just going to give a bit of depth, a bit of warmth.
Is that kind of quite usual in South American cooking, Anna?
Yeah, they use cinnamon in a lot of stuff, like in kind of moles. It's kind of got a sweetness, but with the chili that they use in kind of Central and South American cooking, it really offsets it really well. So there's a little bit of chipotle paste. I'll talk you through those in a sec, because we've got some fresh ones over there. And then a couple of tins of just drained black beans. You could cook these at home if you want to. It's dead easy.
Do you put the juice in the tin as well?
I do usually at home, but because we're doing this quickly today, I've drained them and I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of water. Yeah. But I love the juice.
It is nice and thick,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's nice and thick and all the goodness comes out. So that's literally all that happens with the beans, and they just need to warm through. So that's cranking away. And, yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit what this is?
These, yeah, thanks, Gennaro. These are the chipotle chilies. So that was the paste that I popped in there. You can buy them crushed up in a supermarket in a paste.
So how you do it?
But these are the lovely smoked ones. You can also soak these.
Good.
They're amazing, aren't they? And I think especially in vegetarian food, they add like a lovely depth that's sometimes a bit difficult to get. You know, and what some people miss when they're eating a plate full of veg. So
that's good.
yeah. They're amazing, but the really easy one is the paste.
Are these becoming a bit more accessible now to find, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. The paste you can buy in your local supermarket really easily, which is fantastic.
I believe, Antonio, we use this one in Calabria. No, in Calabria, in Basilicata. The dry peppers, which is they make so many different dishes.
Yep.
So I'm just finishing off the chilli sauce here. I've just put a little bit of just veg stock, a couple of tablespoons of some brown sugar, a tiny splash of vinegar, and then we're just going to have a little bit of cumin again, kind of echoing the flavours of the beans, and some lovely sea salt, and then I'm just going to use some chipotle again in here. You could use any kind of chilli that you like, really. I love the smokiness, but if you've just got some, dried chilli flakes in the cupboard or fresh chilli, that would be, perfect. And this sauce is actually based on... My boyfriend goes surfing a lot, and he went over to Nicaragua, and he came back with a bottle of this sauce, and he just said, "This is fantastic." I love it. But we can't buy it here. Can you recreate it? So I did, and it's quite an interesting one because it's got a lot of depth. The stock and the veg kind of brings a kind of extra seasoning. So as well as the chili hit, you get this lovely, lovely kind of depth all the way through it.
What's the acid? Was it lime? Just lime? Or
it's
vinegar?
just a bit of vinegar in there, and then we're going to have the lovely lime punching through the other bits. Just a bit of white wine vinegar.
Nice.
I've got to say, it might be Jamie's aftershave or Antonio's, but the smells over here are unbelievable. You just get a lovely cinnamony kind of lemon, coriander. It's amazing.
Gorgeous sweetness.
Anna, tell me a little bit about your book, because it's so important, because I love your book.
Oh, thanks, Gennaro. Yeah, I've got 2 books. They are all about kind of joyful vegetarian cooking, which is, what I love to do.
All of my wife's friends have got it. They love it.
Have they?
Yeah, they love it.
Well, it's kind of...
So important to make veggies taste good, though, right?
Yeah, and putting them at the centre of the table and not having them, as a side, but doing it in a way that isn't kind of too worthy and isn't too healthy and, and still feels like a celebration. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing the last couple of years. Just had a little boy.
Well, yes,
so my family's extended. Yeah. Got a bit of catching up to do with Jamie over there.
Yeah,
but,
get going, girl.
I've made a start.
Anna, if you don't have a gas hob, can you do this tortilla in the oven?
You absolutely can. I'm using corn tortillas here.
Right.
They're pure corn, so they're brilliant if you're gluten-free. You can buy them online, you can buy them in lots of supermarkets these days, and I prefer these to the flour ones. They're more authentic, and they've just got a bit more flavour. But yeah, if you don't have a gas hob, you can do them in a dry pan, you can just pop them in the oven, to warm through. But these give a lovely bit of charring. So that's how we're doing them. Wonderful. And we're nearly there, aren't we, Gennaro?
We're nearly there indeed.
Can you come to my house every day, please, and help me? It'd be much easier cooking with you around.
Well, Jamie goes again.
Seriously.
You've got a baby to try and put to sleep, Anna. You don't want Gennaro.
You're right there, actually. But it's lovely.
Quite good. I'm quite good for baby.
It's like being with my cooking...
Let's look after the baby.
You can look after the baby. Thank you. Thanks for offering, Gennaro. We'll drop him around tomorrow. Yeah, it's lovely. It's like being with my cooking family here, because Jamie, of course, is my mentor. Gennaro is his mentor, so...
And I'm your dodgy cousin from up north.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, we've got everything here.
So just giving the sauce a quick blitz. Gennaro, will you pop that in the little jug for me?
Yes, if you leave them here.
Thank you very, very much.
So would you keep that sauce? Is that a sauce that can kind of like be put in a jar for a couple of weeks in the fridge?
Yeah, it can do. If you sterilise the bottle, that will keep for a while, or it'll keep in the fridge for, you know, a week or so. So I'm just going to start
Until the mold can.
popping these on. These are the gorgeous black beans. As I said, there's as much protein in black beans as there is in a cup of black beans as there is in 100 grams of chicken. So it's
nice.
really,
it's
really
amazing
high
bean.
and loads of fibre. It's a kind of a rare combination to have the two together. And then we're going to have a gorgeous bit of guacamole.
And also, the colour black is just something very unusual in food.
It is unusual.
Globally, really, isn't it?
It is, and also I think it's a real sort of key. It's a real telltale sign that these are packed with vitamins and antioxidants.
Yep.
You think about all the other blue foods, you know, blueberries, acai berries, and all those kind of
All
things.
the dark cavolo nero, dark cabbages.
Right, can we have an egg on each, Gennaro?
OK,
Thank
there's
you.
1 egg on each.
Wonderful, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful.
What are his eggs like, Anna? Are they any good?
I mean, he's done a pretty good job. He did crack one of them, which, I mean,
Well,
is...
I'm allowed.
I'm reducing the points slightly for that, but...
I actually took some of your beans back
Amazing.
last night, Anna, and I was cooking them, and as my cousin came in, he thought I was making risotto with sepia. You know, and it looked like it in the pan. It is beautiful, like you said, Jamie. It's a really
Shall I
beautiful
put some
colour.
radishes on it, Anna?
Yes, radishes on the top, please.
On the side, everywhere.
Yeah,
that is
gorgeous, all over the place.
all over the
Jamie
place.
style.
And shall I put some little coriander?
Yes, please, Gennaro.
Little
And then
coriander.
the last thing is just a little sprinkle of cheese. I've got some queso fresco here, which is a gorgeous Mexican cheese. It's a bit like feta or Lancashire. It's a bit on top for a bit of saltiness, and there we go.
Name of the dish, Anna.
These are my lime and chipotle brunch tacos.
Wonderful.
Get them in my mouth!
That's lovely.
Right, let's
Hurry
taste
up,
it.
Gennaro, hurry up.
Let's taste. I know you love this. Antonio love it.
Look how beautiful.
OK, look at that. The
very
colours there are just amazing.
It's like carnival, isn't it? You know, all them kind of like beautiful South American
Yeah.
colours.
Have a little...
A little bit like a South American pizzetta, really.
Yeah,
if you
well,
kind
they're
of...
real
they're very
street
beautiful.
food. You're supposed to just,
Slowly.
you know, the
We
tacos
don't-
are the kind of a vehicle to kind of just
it-
pick them up and, yeah.
Go on, mate.
Hand food.
Yeah,
No, no,
yeah, hand
Yep.
food,
That's
exactly.
right. No,
exactly.
we'll eat it. We
Yeah,
will
you
eat
have to
it.
be
Well, I
careful.
can't be the only one
Yeah,
eating
you have to be
today.
careful of the
Good
egg.
This is a bit, isn't it? I always got a
I've
bit
given
jealous of Nigella because she eats so much better than all of us.
I mean, she's really,
Just like
she's
all
good,
over the place.
yeah.
She does it so lovely. I can't. I always look like an animal.
I've given you a challenge
No,
today
this is
as
the way
well.
to eat. This is the way to
That's
eat.
good eat. That is good eating.
It tastes so good.
Right. Let's head back to Salisbury to see what Susie Barney has chosen to go with Anna's Tasty Tacos.
I love it, Susie. I just love it. That's Susie. Bless her. Let's have a look.
I'm so sorry.
Did you like it?
I am
love
so
it.
I just threw wine over
Oh,
Antonio.
it's a
I'm
live
so
shot.
sorry.
Oh, it's
It
great.
was the carefree extrovert in you.
He burned himself.
It's an Italian
up.
edition.
It's not bad, it's not bad. It's raining wine. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Well, Anna, what do you think of the wine?
I love the wine. I love the wine.
love-
It's cheerful and it's so great with the,
You
with the,
said
with the
the
chili.
word, again, a zesty exuberance, which it goes for almost everything.
Yeah, that's a great
well
price.
done.
That
Great
is an
combi.
amazing wine.
Great
and
is
price, awesome.
It
And
is
with
very,
any
very
fish
good.
dish, and the spice is so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delicious.
You know that I always believed that the wine, because I was a wine merchant for many years.
Did you?
Oh, yes.
Are you sure?
And I decided that the wine is good when you like it.
Yes. Okay.
You can't describe to another person what you feel, you know, because the tastes are different.
Now, Jamie has chosen our next film. It is from the Two Greedy Italian.
Yeah.
We are in Amalfi Coast. Oh, no.
You're in for a treat.
And I'm fishing for special
This
presents
is,
for
in my
Antonio.
opinion, this is one of the best TV cooking moments of all
Oh,
time.
no.
Right, this
Oh.
is about a feral man at the bottom of the sea trying to disrupt a professional cooking a lovely dish. And look at those, check out those white Speedos. Over to
Let's
you.
take a look. Oh, my. Do you remember? That was good.
That was Very, very good.
Mate, I got bitten by an octopus last week. Were you not scared of it down those speedos?
That was a
Moving on.
Right, it is time to answer a few of our foodie questions.
So, who do we have first on the time? It's Jane from Warwickshire. Yeah. What's your question?
Good morning to you.
Hi, Jane.
Morning,
Hi, Jane.
Jane.
Good morning. I have a question for you. I need to eat some scallops tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are they very fresh? Are they very fresh?
That's good.
Yes.
Now, you take only the white part and you cut it in very, very thin slices and you do a sort of carpaccio. Olive oil, lemon, and just a little hint of parsley and pepper. Wonderful.
That's good, you know, because Jamie makes one almost exactly the same and they put some pomegranate seed on top, which are really wonderful. Really good,
Like a
yes.
ceviche or crudo.
Yeah, crudo, that's good.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
which
you.
dish would you like to see, heaven or hell?
Definitely heaven, and thank you very much.
Wow.
Good,
Thank
good,
you.
good,
Thank you very much. Scallops are great.
Jamie, Jamie, you got some tweet here, so...
You want me to read them out?
Yes, I want you to read
Okay,
them
lovely
out.
people. Well, thank you very much for tweeting in. Twitter's gone mad, by the way. Trending as per usual. So, Saturday Kitchen lovers. Callum Clark, thank you very much. What's your favourite thing to cook? Jamie. I mean, it's a little bit like saying which one of your children is your favourite. It changes on different days.
So let's pretend it today. Let's do it
you know
today.
what? I think certainly at the weekend, I love things that I can love but put in the oven, and I love roasting. So whether it's, you know, beautiful vegetables or like a shoulder of lamb or a roast chicken, and I think actually, you know, if just roasting a simple chicken but with smashed garlic and some nice fine tomatoes, let it have the time in the oven. Don't rush it 180, sort of an hour and 25 minutes.
Nice.
But the juice, instead of making a gravy at the end, take the chicken, serve it sort of warm or room temperature,
Right.
but then cook some spaghetti and deglass.
Yes!
And deglass.
Yes!
And that's
Yes!
just, for me, that's a lunchtime
He's our boy.
classic.
He's our boy.
Tomorrow
What can
lunchtime
we say?
classic,
Yeah,
a little
he's our
salad.
boy.
I'm not one of your children, so...
No, but the way you cook is marvellous.
Let's go back to the phones. Our next caller is Liz from Yorkshire. What's your question?
I would like a recipe, please, for a really great beef and pork ragu that is suitable for feeding in batches.
Pork
ragu.
ear.
It's ever so easy. Pork ragu is one of those classic Italian. So what you have to do, you get the ragu, so you cut it to quite a large chunk, and then in olive oil you seal it. Seal it properly until a little bit of water has come out. When they're nice sealed, you splash with some nice red wine. The wine you drink it is the wine you have to use it. After that wine is evaporated, just add carrot, celery and onions. If you have some herbs, have them with those as well. Let it cook for a little bit. What are you doing? Let's cook for a little bit. Get some tins of tomato, mash it up, put them inside, a little bit of water, and cook them slowly for 2 hours. Lovely penne will put. Like chili, Jamie probably will put a lot of chili. If you do like it, use it.
Yeah, but you know what? Well, I had a similar ragu to that in Tuscany once, and they call it peposa.
Peposa,
and they
yeah,
put
with
loads
pepper.
of black pepper, loads of black pepper, almost too much. But that long cooking just makes it go mellow, mellow. And of course you can have big chunks, or you can just pull it apart and have tiny chunks. So it's such a treat.
I've had it in Calabria where they finish it with some hard-boiled eggs on the top.
Really?
So,
Unbelievable, yeah, man. Unbelievable.
so which dish would you like to see, heaven or hell?
Hell, please.
Oh, no.
Chicken feet.
It's all yours.
Chicken feet.
Clearly a Ramsay fan.
And Ian from Cumbria, what would you like to ask?
Hi, good morning, chefs.
Hi,
I've
Ian.
got a bit of a food revolution going on in my life at the moment, and I'm looking for a dish that has got a bit of an Italian twist, but mainly is a healthy, easy-to-cook dish. So thanks for Jamie for starting off the food revolution. I've signed up this morning
Oh,
as well,
thank
by
you,
the way.
thank
So
you. Yeah,
I
bless
need a
you.
healthy dish that's got an Italian twist.
Healthy dish.
I've got an idea for something healthy. I've been roasting a lot of spring veg at the moment, and so kind of things that you wouldn't normally roast, like radishes, broad beans that have just come in, actually in their pods in a really, really hot oven with bits of asparagus, and you can roast that and then keep that in the fridge. And I've been cooking a grain or a bit of farro, and they're two lovely things to keep in the fridge through the week, you know, and dress them with some herbs, a little bit of pesto, and then you've kind of got these mix and match dinners through the week, but roasting kind of different veg.
Gorgeous.
One thing my granddad used to do, because I used to be a little bit bigger than I am now, and he used to make for us something called scalora, which was like a chicken stock with little bits of rice in it, and then you could put chopped up spinach or escarole or a little bit of chilli. I think I have it 3 times a week now. It's amazing.
So it's kind of like Sardinian penicillin.
Pretty much, yeah, it is. Yeah, I think that's the best way of describing it.
So, which dish would you like to see, Evan or Hurd?
It's got to be Heaven because I just don't like chicken feet at all.
God bless you. Thank you very much. Whew, OK.
It is time for the omelette challenge. As we've been talking Food Revolution Day, Jamie wanted to set a different kind of omelette challenge. So, Jamie, what do you do? What kinds of omelette challenge?
OK, so look, we respect and admire the traditional omelette challenge, but we're not going for utter speed today. We are going to go for a 1-minute challenge. We want a handful of ingredients, 3 or 4, and we really want to focus on making it a really lovely, healthy meal, because I think eggs are the most incredible democratic form of protein on the planet. Lovely free-range egg, and you can turn it into a breakfast, brunch, lunch, or dinner. And we're going to do it as a hashtag Food Revolution Day, and we want to get people sharing what they do with eggs, because it is the ultimate kind of food revolution food. So, guys, you know the score. We've got 1 minute. You've got your chosen ingredients, and we'll come back to that.
Are we done? Yes. OK. So, we got 1 minute. On the clock, let's put a minute on the clock.
It's still fast.
Are you both ready?
Ready.
Antonio, don't touch anything.
Don't
put your hand away. I see, just in case.
I'll try and compare this.
3.
Wish me luck.
2.
Here we go.
1. Up you go.
OK. Can you chop some herbs, Gennaro, please?
Going in the hands.
A few herbs.
Oh, my God. I'm loving this piece.
You know, it's a bit frenetic.
It's something like an aria when you're making an omelette.
2 eggs going in.
3 eggs going in here.
Butter.
Bit of
Eggs.
butter.
Hot pan. Oh, we got many chopped herbs going in. Beautiful. What's happening over here?
We're all tranquil over here.
Wild garlic on my left here. In season now, by the way.
Gorgeous. Right, we'll leave
Love wild garlic.
OK, we're going to make
This is looking good.
a little salad, a few peas. Can you grate the courgette in there?
Seconds in. We've got peas over here with the lovely Anna. Gennaro's doing a lot of roll of herbs. More herbs going in,
Little courgette in
Gennaro.
the bowl there.
So Anna, what's going in, darling?
What's going in? We've got loads of herbs in here. Yeah, a little bit French style. So some dill, some parsley, some mint.
Yeah.
We're nearly there. A little
Raw
bit of
courgette, I love that.
A little bit of
Not
courgette.
enough people do that.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Just put them in a plate. To make sure. Oh, that is nice. A little bit of salt on
A
top.
little bit of peas on top.
There you go. That was all kind of spectacle, really.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, that felt quite
OK, let's just review what's going on here, lovely people, because 1 minute is the ultimate fast food. I'm going to go to you first. Talk me through.
So what I did was I usually find when I make my pasta, I use egg yolks, and I always have loads of whites left over. So
Very nice, beautifully cooked.
I did an egg white omelette, and I put some wild garlic in because I always found it around my really dodgy garden at the back of the house. And I got some. My mum gave me some of these little chilies from Puglia.
They're really good.
And then just finished it off with a little bit of pecorino cheese. Just
Dried chilli and eggs are just so good.
It's nice.
Anna, over to you, Tiger.
Tell me.
So we had 3 eggs, a mixture of different herbs. It's a really good way of using up the kind of end of a bunch of herbs that's hanging around in the fridge. We've got dill, basil, parsley here. Then we've got some grated courgette, dressed with a bit of lemon, some peas, because peas are just coming into season, and a little bit of goat's cheese.
And if you wanted to smash those peas up and you had another 30 seconds, that would have been nice.
You could smash them up with a bit of olive oil, a little bit of lemon zest. That would have been really nice.
And I think also, lovely people, like raw courgette is well underrated. A little olive oil and lemon juice in salads.
Yeah, and especially the beginning of the season when they're really little and sweet.
It is so good. It is so good. When I cook a pasta, I always want to
The winner is, on this one-off Food Revolution omelette challenge, the winner's going to be... I'm the boss. Both of them.
Yeah!
They're both very good. They're both very good.
Okay, that's good.
Very good. Guys, if you want to get involved in that, show us what you can do with an omelette.
Will Jamie get his food heaven, chili with big red Sicilian prawns? Or food hell, Gennaro?
Antonio, you need to come with me.
Antonio, you just need to read there.
Or food hell in my chicken feet with this tomato spaghetti. We find out after James Martin give us some home comfort. Let's have a look.
Right. It's time to find out whether Jamie is facing food heaven or food hell.
Yes, and to remind you, my heaven was the wonderful world of chilies.
Yeah.
And these gorgeous prawns and Antonio, and yes, let's hope
what
that's...
about here?
And my idea of hell is these horrible, gnarly things. This
I'm
is-
going to cook it for you. You're going to love
I know,
it.
but I think even that's beyond you, mate, so...
No, just fine.
Okay.
What?
You-
Everybody
you-
wanted
you
to
know
cook.
what
Do you
to
know
do,
what?
yes.
We cook them both.
You're going to cook both?
Yeah, why not?
But what did the
Let's do it.
public... I want to know what the public said. What did the
Well,
public say?
The public obviously will say.
Thank you, public, thank you.
Oh,
But we're going to see... Well, look, I'm interested to see what you do. with
Okay,
those
so easy.
legs.
First of all, I need to get my stuff, Anna.
Shall I bring? I'll bring it over for you,
Bring
Gennaro.
on me,
Here you go.
Anna.
You,
Say,
I
bless
have
you.
to put the-
So easy.
you can give me some jobs, Gennaro. What
Yeah,
would you
I'll
like
get
me
for
to
you.
do?
The things
What do you
first,
need me to do,
Also,
Antonio?
So now you
so
chop me a little
let's
bit
put
of
some
garlic.
chicken feet. I
And,
need it.
chili.
And I need
So,
to chop some
Antonio,
garlic.
Yes.
I know people at home are going to be wondering, these prawns,
They are-
the colour is incredible.
Yeah, they are Sicilian. They come near Mazzara del Vallo. They are very juicy, very
good.
nice.
I'll chop
Fantastic.
you some
Wonderful.
chili.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Can you
they've
put some
confirmed my
of this
suspicion
inside
that the Loch Ness
water,
Monster
Anna?
does
Yeah,
exist,
yeah,
because
yeah,
they are
for sure.
absolute
Agree.
beasts.
Wash
Look
your
at the
hands.
size of
Ooh,
those.
wash my
That's all right.
And we're
leave it,
peeling
leave
those.
it.
Yes, I peel only the
What about
side
these?
Yeah.
And this one, Gennaro.
so that they get more taste.
Look at this. This is look. Oh, come on. So what
Right,
about...
I'm going to cook the pasta
So
inside.
how are you going to make these chicken's feet gorgeous, you know?
I'm going to make, look, because I use some... So I use also a lot of chili, which is you like
think
it.
I'll make up.
Anna, let's cut
I'll
them
chop
some
the tomatoes
tomatoes. Let's
for
cut
you.
the tomato. I'll give you hands.
Gorgeous.
So let's move this one out. Okay, we don't need it. Fantastic. Let's put some olive oil. I'm sure you will
So
love it.
that's fine.
Can I help, darling?
Yes, please. Can you get?
I'll come and have a peel up.
Yep.
Sandwich in the middle of you two lovely people.
Yeah.
So would you like me to
Too much?
devein these prawns?
No. They are without that stuff.
It's good. Go on now. Just cut it in
Yeah.
half.
Just the Sicilian prawns to be all
Pass me the
flashy.
olive
They're like a
oil. Do you want
Ferrari.
me to
They're
cook
very
it for you?
flashy,
No,
but
jelly
it's like a
there for
Ferrari.
all
All the
you.
flavour is under the hood. Like all that stuff in there. It's like a
Just
self-contained
come
brain
with me there.
juice.
Jamie,
Wonderful.
while we've got a calm moment, can
Yes.
you tell me how we get involved in Food
In
Revolution
Food Revolution
Day?
Day, well, to all the wonderful viewers of Saturday Kitchen, the idea this year, we're going to celebrate food, we're going to have activities in 130 countries around the world, and it's going to be a noisy day, but the Food Revolution Hub will be launched, and that's not one day, that's every day. And the idea of it is like a little news hub that
Fantastic,
can kind of
sir.
inform you of nice, funny, local, national, important, sad, upsetting things. So the whole world of food, we're trying to bring so that the average Joe in many countries around the world can be informed about what's going on. So if you want to come and join that, please even sign up now. We've already got 125,000 people signed up already. Just go to jamiesfoodrevolution.org and just sign up. And then my job is to make sure I inform you with interesting, fascinating things. And the best bit yet is that you're going to have a chance to yes, no, like, and get involved and help create a single voice into a massive kind of choir. And really the point of this, guys, is to make sure that we can kind of make cool stuff happening in farming and food and work with governments and stuff. So sign up, guys. So these prawns are already looking incredible. Antonio, what's the score?
Well,
always
Gennaro stole all our
can't find
parsley
any.
and some of our beans. We should have given him these instead of the beans. That discovered is this. We've got the parsley, the prawns are in. What else do we need,
There
Antonio,
is
now?
more that I try to fry so that the head is cooked. Because afterwards, by squeezing the head, you squeeze the wonderful juice, and you can have a wonderful
So
pasta.
all the flavours in these heads.
It's in there, yes.
Yeah.
It's like a soup, isn't it? Like brain soup.
And can I just say, by the way, this tap works. So James Martin saying the tap doesn't work. Now the Italians are here. It's working.
Gennaro,
It's amazing that the Italians here and
what's
something
going
is
on in here?
working.
Well, what actually I've done in it, I sweated the garlic and chili in olive oil, which is nice. At the moment, we're going to put a little splash of wine, which, I see, got it, I see. Then make sure when you put a splash of wine, you cover it, because if not, the wine is splash everywhere. And let it cook for about 1 more minute. Let's remove everything from here, because I'm almost ready.
Can I do anything for you, Gennaro?
Yes. Can you cook me those chicken feet because you love it?
What?
No, it's all right. So I need to get some plates.
How's the chicken
grab
feet
you a
smelling,
plate,
Jamie?
Look at that.
I mean, feet never smells
It
great.
smells
but-
nice. I've got to say, it does smell nice.
No, it is nice. Look at that. It cooks in wine.
You like
garlic.
this, yes?
Scotch bonnet is my favourite chili.
Cut
Absolutely
another little bit
gorgeous.
of this.
Gorgeous.
Look at the colour of this. What a lovely joy.
Nara.
And this is the weather right now, today. It was 16 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning, so it's going to be a good one. But could you cook, like, could you marinate these prawns like this and then cook them on the barbecue?
You could.
Nice.
Peeled like this, you marinate it in oil and lemon, and that's fine.
So, Gennaro, what do you think of these chicken's feet over here?
What you mean? You
No,
like
I like the Chinese, but this one, you know, they did too pay for me.
You just told me that you love it.
I
just
know,
a minute
but
ago.
no,
Anna,
not
put
this
the tomato
pale
aside.
one. I mean,
And after
let them be in the sun and
In the sun.
have a little color.
The trouble is you can't cook.
It's funny.
Okay.
Okay, this
Being
is
back at
ready.
school.
Yeah.
Let's move with this one as well.
Okay.
You need
So
your
you're
pasta
cooking
ready.
pasta.
And your pasta in.
Let me
Okay, the pasta need to be inside.
I get the beans out. And
Okay,
put the
the
pasta
beans
in.
out. He took my water anyway. This is what he's doing all the time.
Did you make that spaghetti, Gennaro?
Of course you do. Yeah, easy.
He would have done. Where did you make that? James Italian?
Jam,
This is Gennaro, for
you're
Gennaro,
right.
it's
I'm making
everything
jam.
easy.
Pasta
Okay,
in,
have
bit
you-
of salt.
Bit of salt. Very important to have some salt inside. A little bit more, Anna.
Nice.
Thank you.
How much salt?
Well, you use about 10 grams for each 3 litres of
That's it.
water, if I'm all right.
Now, can you put a little bit of, yes.
Yeah.
This is for this here.
This one's yours. for
You-
now.
That is good.
Look at that, Antonio.
Gorgeous.
This is actually...
Colors
The
of
salt,
life.
this is really good. Shall we
Nice,
taste of the
cheers.
salt?
Can we have a look at the
Smell like
pasta?
Lebanon too.
So, with just a
There's
few
your
minutes to
plate
go,
then.
how are you feeling about it, Gennaro?
Oh my God, it tastes so good. Why I'm cooking so good? I can't believe it. This is really good. Yeah, I'm
to get
telling
that
you.
in.
Smells amazing.
It smells not what you cook.
There's so
It's
much
what I
chili
cook.
and garlic going on here, isn't there?
I
Little
never
bit of
seen
salt.
somebody.
With these dishes at the Neil Street
Self
restaurant,
process.
was this
Yes.
something on the menu at Carluccio?
This one, yes.
Yeah.
Now, look, camera, look at this here. Look at this.
Camera, look
Wow.
The juice
So that's the
is
juice coming out of the
at this.
head.
To get.
You could just toss the
This.
spaghetti in.
With this,
Okay,
dilute
let me
it
just
with a
clean
bit
this
of
one.
water, a bit of salt, it's fantastic.
Would you like a little water in there?
Yes.
Just a little?
Try.
Just take a little bit from there.
Spaghetti's ready.
Look.
And I think a lot of people are scared of the shell on the head, but that is where the flavour is.
The entire importance is there.
Because even with the shells, the bones, you
And
could
I
make a
take it for
stock,
salt
couldn't
as
you?
well.
You stick it in your fumetto for pasta
Nearly
or
there,
something like that.
Are we ready?
Just put them inside.
Yeah, you taste it.
So, the
Okay.
spaghetti goes into the chicken feet pasta. Thing is, I know that this is going to taste good now.
Joe,
Yes,
give me some knives with the wine.
yes, of course, chef.
Oh my goodness me. This is a proper stuff. Look at
And
that.
the great thing about having a heaven and a hell is we get two wines. So to go with Food Heaven, Susie has chosen Grillo 2014 Marks and Spencer, very reasonably priced at £7.50. And to go with Jamie's Food Hell, it's a Pecorino Terra de Chieti 2014 Waitrose from, again, very reasonable, £5.99.
Wonderful.
Right, let's put this one on
Will go
top.
very well with this one.
Anna, will you just give that plate a good old
Yeah.
rim job?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, just let me put a bit of sauce
Ready
on
to
top.
go. Gorgeous.
Okay, I'll go. Just
Okay.
leave us some.
You're going to
Okay.
garnish it. You're going to garnish it with chicken feet.
Okay,
oh my
let's
God.
get the chicken.
It looked quite nice.
There it goes
Like the
again.
leaning tower of chicken's feet. It
There's
was
it
all right
going
until they
again.
came back
I'm
out
going to
again.
put an extra one, a little bit of
Yeah, it's like
tomato.
something from Harry Potter.
And this is little
Bit
dish
more
of olive oil.
tomatoes.
The olive oil. Can you give me some
Okay,
olive oil?
just put a bit of tomato on top. Okay, that is good. Okay.
Okay, well, this is a
Right.
very emotional
We are
moment.
ready here.
Are we going over here?
Yeah, let's
Olive
go
oil
here.
Here.
It's good. Okay, Jamie, Antoni's ready.
Yep.
Steady on the side so you two will enjoy. Okay. Are
Okay.
you still there, Antonio?
Yeah, I
Don't forget
am
the
here.
wine as
Too
well,
late.
guys.
You're not going to make me eat the actual feet, though, are
Pecorino
you?
and the Grillo.
No, just
There
a
you are.
Okay, hell.
Just a Tammy.
Hell. I mean,
Antonio?
Yes.
well, I can't eat these, man. Honestly, it will all kick off if I eat these.
No, if you want to, you don't have to. Don't have to, not because
the prawns.
That's it.
Oh, they're amazing. So good.
That's
wonderful.
That's nature.
But you know what? I want to put that. Just get rid of this. Get rid of that.
Okay.
And then
it is from us today on Saturday Kitchen. Thank you, George, Anna Jones, and Jamie Oliver, and the wonderful Susan Bear with our wine choice.
All the recipes from the show are on the website bbc.co.uk, Saturday Kitchen. Next week, the yummy, brummy Glenn Purnell is here hosting the show.
I hope you had a very good time. I hope you enjoyed it, everything. The show was fantastic. From us,
Bye-bye.
Bye.